My name is Neil Wrigglesworth. I'm General Manager of the KGC in Japan, and I just want to take a few minutes to show you around this new GL840P press. There are some differences between the original 840P, but this is a GL, so it's got the same stuff as the normal G press. It's got all the environmental additions to the press. We make it in this very special environmental way. We cut the carbon during manufacturing. It's got all these items. This particular press has also got HUV on it, and the HUV is after Unit 4 and then after Unit 8. Right, this is the perfecting unit of this GL840P. It's more or less the same as we know our perfecting unit. It's 3 double cylinders. This is the vacuum cylinder, and you can see the little vacuum suckers at the end there, which adjust themselves automatically to the paper size. There's no big changes because we've no need to change this. This is a hell of a successful perfecting unit, so no need to make any big changes to this. And you can also see in here that what we've got, this is the interdeck HUV lamp. What this does is it dries the ink that we print on the first 4 units just before the perfecting. It's actually positioned, look, right over the top of that vacuum cylinder. These black covers here are just flash guards to stop any light flashing from that HUV lamp curing the ink on the blanket. So this also, don't forget, we're using it in perfecting mode, but you can also use it in straight. If you wanted to print like a couple of whites or a white on Unit 4, you could dry it with that, keep the press in line, and then print another 4 colours on the top of that printed white. So it's a very adaptable HUV system. Right, we're now down at the 8th unit now. This is the last unit, the 8th unit. And here we've got the HUV dryer, which cures the ink that we've just put down on Unit 5, 6, 7 and 8. So as you can see, it's a compact HUV unit, and we only need the 1 lamp to cure these colours that we've put on here. If we were going to use the press in straight printing mode, then there's nothing to stop us also using this 1 lamp to cure 5 or 6 or 8 colours that you're printing on one side. It will handle that as well. Right, we're just sitting in the delivery now, and in here what we've got, which is quite special, and only because we've got HUV, we don't need any vacuum belts. We don't need any gutters in the job itself. We can reduce the paper size effectively. But this is just a regular vacuum wheel because the ink's dry. So the HUV has dried the ink, so we're not messing about trying to move vacuum wheels to avoid wet ink on the back. It's already dry, so we can use a normal vacuum wheel. We do also have a new system. We call it a Synchronous APC. The plate changing on with a Synchronous APC will take 70 seconds no matter how many units we have. If we've got 4 units, it's 70 seconds. If we've got 10 units, it's 70 seconds, because all the plates change at the same time. Right, just to give you a good example of this machine configuration I just showed you there, this HUV on this 8-unit press has allowed us in this recent open house to print 2 or 3 jobs one after the other and finish them immediately. When we've changed over from one job to another, we've not done anything as far as making any special adjustments. We've just simply changed over the plates, and then we've run the job and we've finished it immediately. We had about 200, 250 people on here, and it's blown them away. It's unbelievable what they've seen. At the back of the PQC, facing the operator, is the new KID screen. This is a large size screen, and what it shows is the functions that are actually going on this particular press. When we're making any changes, for example when the smart sequence is making changes, then this KID shows us the progress of the changes with a big computer graphic of the cylinders turning and all the rest. Right, this machine also is available with this PQAS system. What the PQAS is, it's an inspection system, but not simply an inspection system, and it's a colour control system, inline automatic colour control system, but not simply that. It's a combination of both of them. So what we've actually got here is we can look at the entire image and we can inspect that image for faults both sides of the sheet, and then at the same time we can also look at the same colour bar that we use for the PDC and the PDC-SX, look at that exactly same colour bar and control the colour also when we're running. Right, if you have a look at these Videoscope pictures here, what you can see is that we can look at this press all around it, from the feeder, underneath the perfecting unit, right into the delivery when it's running. We can look at it at any speed, we can stop it and start it, we can play it back slower, but what it gives us a live picture of what's going on as the sheet passes from the feeder right through the perfecting unit and right into the delivery. So this is the new PDC-SX. What this is basically is an XY spectrophotometer, but it's got some pretty clever functions about it. This is a perfecting press, so what it will do as a sequence of checking, it'll check the front side and then we'll turn the sheet over and it checks the back. And as well as checking it, the colour bar, this checks it of course for density and also the LAB values, and these then of course we can run to ISO standards or Japan standards if we're in Japan, or grey call in America. So it will scan along after finding the bar, then it will run up and it will pick up this register mark. These are little register dots, and this register mark then it will check the position of all the plates on the first side, and then it'll scan across, it'll check the position the same so that everything's square, and then I'll turn the sheet over and it'll check again the other side of the sheet and also the register marks on the other side of the sheet. Not only does it do that, it will also check that the register marks at this side and the register marks at this side, when we look through the sheet, register each other. So it's not just 4-colour register, but it's front to back register as well. So what we're going to do now, we're just going to run through a scan on here for you. There's the red dot, look, it's found the colour bar, and now it'll track along and scan it. When it gets to this end, it will then hunt up here, and it's already found that register mark there, it's found the other register mark here, and that's one side scan finished. Anyway, thanks for your time, thanks for giving me a chance to explain about these new items on this 840p press, and we hope to see you soon at a Komori Graphics Centre somewhere near you. Thank you very much.